We will learn to find the rate of interest if the interest for 2 successive years is given in the question. Let us see the problem here. A sum is invested at compound interest compounded yearly if the interest for 2 successive years be rupees 5,700 and rupees 7,400. We have to calculate the rate of interest. We'll be seeing two problems to find rate of interest. Okay, this is the first one. So how are we going to solve it? Let us see how can we solve this problem. We have to find the rate of interest. Here is the formula to find the rate of interest. Okay, rate of interest is equal to difference in the interest of 2 consecutive periods, that means the 2 successive years, into 100 divided by the compound interest of preceding year into time. Preceding year, what's the meaning of preceding year? Preceding year refers to come before in a short term, that means the year before. Okay, so let us just substitute the values using this formula. Difference in the interest of the 2 consecutive periods, that will be 7,410 minus 5,700. We have to find the difference first. We'll put that in brackets into 100 divided by compound interest of preceding year and into time. So which is the preceding year? The compound interest of preceding year is 5,700, right? 5,700 into time. Compound interest, we take it as one year. Okay, we will simplify this to get the answer. 7,410 minus 5,700 will be 1,710 into 100, okay, divided by 5,700. I hope you also are calculating it as you are seeing this calculation. Now when we simplify this further, we will get the rate of interest as 30%. So the rate of interest is 30%. So this was one of the problems based on how to calculate the rate of interest. Here is the second question. A certain sum of money is put at compound interest compounded half yearly. Now here it is compounded half yearly. If the interest of 2 successive half years are rupees 650 and 760 and 50 paise, find the rate of interest. Okay, so let us see how can we solve this problem. And that is difference between the compound interest of 2 successive half years. Okay, how will we calculate the difference between the compound interest of 2 successive half years? It's already given in the question, we just have to subtract to find the difference. Okay, we'll just substitute the values to find the difference between the compound interest of 2 successive half years. Here we have 760 rupees and 50 paise minus 650 rupees. When we subtract this, we will get the difference as rupees 110 and 50 paise. 110 rupees and 50 paise is the difference between the compound interest of 2 successive half years. Now let's see how can we solve it further. So this rupees 110 and 50 paise is the interest for 1/2 year. Okay, it is the interest for 1/2 year on rupees 650. Taking rupees 650 as the principal. Okay, we get the interest. We have the interest as rupees 110 and 50 paise. Now using the formula to find rate, right, rate of interest, when will we use this formula? We will use this formula when the interest is given, or we have to find it. Like in this case, we subtracted to find it, and we assume principal to be 650 and time is half year. So we'll substitute the values. 100 into interest is rupees 110 and 50 paise, 110 rupees and 50 paise, divided by the principal. In this case, now the principal is 650 rupees. Okay, taking rupees 650 as the principal. So 650 rupees is the principal into time. It's half year, right? It's half year. So we'll write time as 1/2. That is half year. Now we have to simplify it further. Okay, it's not very hard. I will just try to show you how can we simplify it without any problem. So 100 into 110.50. Now half will be reciprocaled, right? Or when we take the denominator 2 to the numerator, then 1 is left as a denominator. Okay, that is what you're seeing there. The 2 is moved up as a numerator. So when we multiply 100 into 110.50 into 2, we will get the product as 22,100 divided by 650. And now when you simplify this, when you cancel this, 22,100 by 650, I hope you can do this, you will get the rate of interest as 34%. So the rate of interest that we have found here is 34%. These are two different ways how we find the rate of interest. I hope you have understood it. If you have not understood, you can just go back through the video and see again, and after you have seen it, just practice it yourself. Just try to do it by yourself. And here I have two homeworks for you based on these two questions that I explained to you. The first one is, a sum is invested at compound interest, that is compounded yearly, if the interest for 2 successive years be rupees 2,910 and rupees 1,200. You have to calculate the rate of interest. Okay, you have to calculate the rate of interest. This is based on the first question that I explained. This is the second question. A certain sum of money is put at compound interest, compounded half yearly, if the interest of 2 successive half years are rupees 524 and rupees 589.50, 589 rupees and 50 paise. You have to find the rate of interest. I hope you can do this.